run something by you real quick here. A couple of months ago, a friend of mine sent me a link to a website. I don't know if he was trying to get under my skin or what, but it's a website called stepstudy.org, and there's a link on there called Narcotics Anonymous, and a lot of the stuff in this article disgusted me, but I'm going to read you a couple of the lines that, should I say, stood out to me. NA's interpretation of the 12 steps is social in nature. It is open to a non-spiritual understanding of a higher power, a psychologically oriented inventory, low expectations for the quality of recovery, and an emphasis upon the importance of social interaction. It's worse. The white booklet has relatively low expectations for addicts who stick with the NA program. Addicts are expected to struggle every day to stay clean. Really? That's not my experience. I gotta tell you, when I first read this, I wanted to puke. What a pathetic representation of recovery. I can just see it now. I can imagine the guy sitting there all drunk and high reading this, you know. Low expectations for addicts who stick with the program. Addicts are expected to struggle every day to stay clean. Well, I was just thinking about getting clean, but after reading that, screw it. Jeez. As much as this article disgusts me, I've been carrying it with me in the back of my mind as I've been going to meetings the last few months, and the fact is that it's a reality for a lot of us. A lot of us are not free from this thing. And I'm not talking about the newer members. I know it's a daily struggle for the newer members to stay clean. I'm talking about some of the people with substantial clean time. As a matter of fact, just 2 days ago, I was in this meeting, and at the end of the meeting, a guy stood up to pick up a key tag for 15 years clean. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Until he opened his mouth and started talking about how he did it one stupid day at a time and every day was a struggle. I was like, good Lord. There was 3 newcomers in the back of the meeting. I can't imagine what they were thinking, because I'm over here thinking, if I'm like that when I get 15 years clean, just shoot me now. I mean, what a pathetic representation of recovery. Look, that's not recovery. What that is untreated addiction. I wanted to walk up to the guy and say, look, buddy, you need to go ahead and work these steps already. Or again, because it's obvious you haven't done any work on yourself in some time. I know some of you guys are going to say, you don't know what that guy's doing or isn't doing. You're right. I don't. But what I do know is this. He's not free. The obsession to use is all over him. He just told me that. And working the steps removes the obsession to use. But no, maybe he was just going through some hard times. Did you ever think of that? Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I know a lot of people in this program that are going through some hard times. But why is it that they are able to walk through these things with grace and dignity and come out the other side smelling like a rose? Why? Because they work this program, they live it, they apply the principles and the steps in all their affairs, and as a result, God has given them a precious gift called serenity. Yeah. And the sad thing is, a lot of us in here don't even know what that means. All we know is it says it on the back of our little key tags they give us. If you don't know what it means, serenity is God's promise. It is peace in the midst of a storm. And what that means to me is, if I'm working this program and staying spiritually connected, it doesn't matter what's going on in my life. My external circumstances are in no way connected to my spiritual well-being. Listen, if you take a look at my life from the outside, I got some serious problems. I don't have a license. I got a part-time job that I don't particularly enjoy. My credit is a mess from my addiction. I could go on and on. But the hit is, these things in no way define who I am today and whether or not I'm happy. Why? Because I bought the whole package. Yeah, the whole package. The one that includes being happy, joyous, and free. Not the struggle to stay clean one stupid day at a time package. I live life one day at a time. For me, staying clean is for keeps. You understand what that means? For keeps? It means I made a first step decision never to use again and to do the work. The work that has taken me to a place of neutrality where I'm safe, protected, and spiritually connected. And God willing, I'll never use again. Not just for today. I've done a lot of work on myself through the steps since I've been here, and as a result, the obsession to use has been lifted from me. And my life is absolutely cool today. You know, it's going to take some time to put together all these external problems I have. And it'll happen, and it is happening, in God's time, not mine. But in no way is staying clean a struggle for me. As a matter of fact, I enjoy it, and my life keeps getting better. And I know as long as I continue to do the work, my life will keep getting better, and that obsession to use will not return. So just do the work. And recovery doesn't have to be a daily struggle for you. I'm going to say this and be quiet. If you guys ever hear me sharing about struggling to stay clean one stupid day at a time, I want you to smack me. For real. For real. Because what that'll mean is I've quit doing the work, I'm not spiritually connected, and my life is in danger. I'm Toastmaster.